Hi, it's Paul from Production Expert. In this video, we'll be taking a look at Source Elements Recorder. This is a browser-based dialogue and voiceover recording tool, and it's designed to be very easy to use with no requirement for a DAW or even any software installation. Let's take a look. I'm on the site now, recorder.sourceelements.com. So if we go to Continue, we're then prompted to log in with our Source Elements account. I've already got everything set up here, but if you were logging in for the first time, you would be taken to the audio setup. You can still access this from the top menu here. If you are using this for the very first time, you'll initially be asked to give permission for Recorder to actually access your audio interface. Once that's done, you get to the device and format page. This is where we can choose the actual audio interface we're using. So from the drop down, I can see all my devices there. In this case, I'm going to use this Behringer UV1. We can also choose the sample rate, so we can choose from 44.1, 48 or 96 kilohertz. I'm going to go with 48. And the bit depth is 16, 24 or 32-bit float. For most purposes, you probably want 24-bit. Also, this can be either mono or stereo. For voiceover recording, I'm going to go with mono. So let's click Continue. Next, we get to the input level check, and you can see mine's a little bit loud, so I'm just going to turn it down slightly like this. Something like that is pretty good. You don't want to hit the red, but you can peek into the yellow occasionally. Let's click Continue. The next step is optional, but this is where we can choose to set a target loudness level if we want to. A variety of different target levels are included. You can see we've got various stereo ones for Netflix, Apple Music, YouTube, Spotify, and so on. I'm going to be doing a voiceover, so I'm going to set this to commercial VO, and then we just click Finish Setup. We have a visualizer, which, as you can see, responds to my voice. You can actually choose from various different views for this. This one is just called Time. We can also choose Phase, which displays it like this. Of course, in mono, this doesn't make much sense, but for stereo, this can be very useful. There's also Frequency, which looks like this. Waterfall, which displays it like this, and Radial, which looks like this. These are potentially useful, but mostly just a nice looking visualization. I'm going to stick to Time with this. Now, to make a recording, it couldn't really be any easier. We've got this large record button here. Because we already have everything set up, I can just hit record. And now I'm making your recording into Source Elements Recorder. This is going to be take one. Hello, this is take one. Okay, so there's our take, and we can play this back. And now I'm making your recording into Source Elements Recorder. This is going to be take one. Hello, this is take one. The green sections represent the bits which are compliant with the target loudness level. You can see this is actually pretty good. I'm just going to do a couple more takes, so let's hit record again. Okay, this is take number two into Source Elements Recorder. There we go. Okay, and there it is. Now you can see the takes over here. Let's just do one final take, take three. This is take three, once again, just testing the software out, talking into the software, hello, hello, hello. And you can see the label take one, take two, and take three, so you can play any of these back. Okay, this is take number two into Source Elements Recorder. There we go. And below this, we can see the currently set target loudness level. So they're all set to commercial VO. If I want to, I can conform all of these to that standard. Or if I'd set the wrong standard or maybe wanted to change it, I could click here and choose a different one. I am going to stick with commercial VO. So let's now choose Conform All. And now all of those are conformed to our target level. Mine were already reasonably good to begin with. For example, let's take a look at take three. This is take three, once again, just testing the software out, talking into the software, hello, hello, hello. That's the processed version. We can actually switch to the raw version if we want to. And you can see it was slightly quieter, so it's bumped up the level to hit our desired target level for, in this case, commercial VO. You can easily download any of these by just clicking on the download button here, and it comes down as a WAV file. Or if you want to send the session to somebody, click on Share Session. We can give it a project name, so I'm just going to call this Production Expert. We can see a list of takes here. Let's say I wanted takes 1 and 3, but take 2 is no good. I might not want to share that. I can choose to not share it. So we'll just share the other 2. Bit depth is going to be the default in this case of 24-bit. You could change it if you really wanted to. And the output section is actually very useful because you can choose to share the raw recordings, the unprocessed originals, and or the conformed versions. I would suggest if you're a voiceover artist working from home and you're sharing audio files with a sound engineer, send them both the raw and conformed versions just to give them options. Once we're happy with how everything is set, we just click on Export and all of the audio files will be downloaded so you can use them however you want. So that's a brief overview of Source Elements Recorder. For more information, visit source-elements.com. Thanks for watching.